it's Marshall Mallow and welcome back to my channel, and today I have a very special guest, my best friend. Hi! Her name is Ashley from Ashley's Roses. She has not been on my channel officially, and now she is. I've been on her channel. I've been on her channel multiple times, both directly and indirectly. If you've seen her react to my accent tag, or if you've seen me just do collabs with her. We did the Bean Boozled and the 100 questions tag, which is a very long video. Okay, so for today's video, we decided to do the pet peeves tag. Yes. So we are just going to list off some of our biggest pet peeves. And if you guys ever meet us in real life, don't do these to us in public because
you'll get a lot of sass from me, not gonna lie. Yeah,
I mean, I won't directly, like, hate you, but on the inside I'll be like... There is no particular order to our pet peeves. These are just all in general things we do not like. When people sit in front of me or next to me in a completely uncrowded theater. If someone, like, sits directly in front of me or sits right next to me when there are so many other seats around? No.
Opening candy during a movie or in a show or a performance. Why are you doing that? Like, it's fine when everyone's still coming in. Like, that's your time to open your candy. Like, when it's silent or when people are singing or it's a really good part in the movie and someone's there, like... I couldn't find any, I don't know, that's not even rapper, but like, it's so aggravating. I'm like, I will take that candy from you and either throw it or eat it. No.
When I am walking on a sidewalk and there's a group of people walking towards me and they just take up the whole sidewalk. If I'm walking directly towards you and you can see that, don't just continue taking up the whole sidewalk. Be polite and just form a single file line and just let me by, please. I can't tell you how many times in college I have had to walk onto the street or onto the grass just to get around people.
Answering your phone during a theater performance.
Hello?
Like, I've actually witnessed that. It's like a big show or like a really suspenseful part and the cell phone starts ringing and a guy goes, "Can't talk right now, watching a Broadway show right now." I'm like, dude, turn off your cell phone. Like, ugh.
I suck myself too hard. Because you know when you raise your phone up and your cards, I suck myself too hard. Relating to walking once more, when I am walking on a sidewalk or anywhere, if someone is in front of me and there's no way around them, and they are walking extremely slowly. I hate when they walk so slow. I just, it's just so annoying. Like, can't you just walk at a normal pace? Don't stare at your phone, just walk.
Should be walking faster. I don't really get a lot of road rage. Like, I'm patient if people are merging with no lights or a lot of, braking. I'm patient with like a lot of stuff. The only time like I actually start yelling in the car is if someone is tailgating me. She witnessed that tonight.
Oh yeah.
That was probably the worst one because like there was this motorcycle that's coming behind us and I didn't realize a motorcycle. I just saw these lights getting closer and closer. I'm like, are you gonna hit me or something?
I also have a pet peeve of tailgaters, but since I'm not gonna steal your pet peeve, relating to driving, one of my pet peeves is when drivers don't indicate when they are merging or obviously turning. I get it if you don't indicate and you're in a turning lane because I already know you're gonna turn because you're in that lane. But if you're merging on the highway or you're switching lanes in front of me, like, just please turn your indicator on because it's just so much safer and I know what you're doing. I hate it when you take me by surprise and just go right in front of me or right past me and it's like, just use your indicator, that's what they're made for. Don't ignore it.
Next one is talking during a movie. Like, I'm fine if someone, like, if they're reacting like, oh my gosh, or just like things like that. Don't like just keep talking about the movie or asking questions constantly about like what's gonna happen next. The only person who I enjoy talking to during a movie, because it's actually really funny, is her mom. Like, we were watching a really intense movie, Unbroken, and it's intense, and she's talking pretty much the entire movie, but I was laughing so hard because she's...
Is it the accent?
No, just like her comments, like the shark, she's like, they say if you hold your breath when you go in the water, you can become a mermaid. So he needs to hold his breath longer and he'll become a mermaid. See, he didn't hold his breath long enough, so now he's not a mermaid.
In conversations, if I'm in a large group of people, if I am trying to share a story, if I'm trying to talk, when someone cuts me off right as I'm talking, or even when I'm in the middle of something, if someone just cuts me off because they think they're more important than me, I mean, sometimes I get it, it's like super, super important, but half the time when people do it, actually most of the time when people do it, it's so trivial. Now, I'm okay if someone cuts me off if we're just having a one-on-one conversation, if they're just interjecting, trying to pull a point, or they're trying to relate to something. I get that, or if something's like on the edge of their like mouth and they just have to say it. But if I'm in a large group of people and I've made my presence known and I've started sharing something and then they just cut me short, yeah, that just gets on my nerves. It really tickles my pickle. I said that all the time when I was younger, and like now when I say it, people are like,
What?
what? And I knew it was gonna sound stupid, that's why I started laughing.
Oh my gosh. Next one, smoking. This aggravates me so much because if you haven't seen any of my videos, I actually live with cystic fibrosis, so my lungs aren't really top notch. And when I see people who are smoking, they're basically ruining their lungs. I'm like, why would you ruin your lungs when like I have an illness where my lungs don't work properly? So I'm like, what the heck is wrong with you? And that like annoys me so much. And are you gonna sneeze? But now I've gotten to the point where if I see someone smoking, I'm the type of person who likes to like fake cough in front of that person. I was with a friend one time and I saw someone smoking, so I started to fake cough. But then I actually started having a legit coughing spasm in front of that person. So I was like gasping for air, and the guy was just like looking at me like, what's your problem? And just continued smoking. So like, really?
This one's a weird one, I'm not gonna lie, but one of my other pet peeves is if people are eating Kit Kats and they don't snap the individual Kit Kats apart. If it's like the double or the quadruple and they don't snap them apart before biting into them, oh my gosh, it just irritates me. Haven't you seen the commercials where it's like snap, pop, like unwrap, snap, eat? Like, that's how you eat a Kit Kat. And if you just bite into it fully intact, it feels like that's like a sin. Like an awful sin you're committing. You're just defeating the whole purpose of a Kit Kat if you don't do that, so just eat a Twix if you're gonna eat it like that.
So this pet peeve, it's only if you know I don't like this, and it's if people come into the room and start filing their nails. I hate the sound of people filing their nails. It's almost like nails on a chalkboard for me. Like, I cannot stand that sound. So if people come to the room and know I don't like that sound and do it, I'm like, leave, just leave.
Wait, how do you do that, filing your own nails?
I don't.
You don't file your own nails?
No.
You just cut them?
Yep.
Being in university now, so far away from home, I have had to travel by plane a lot. So this is one of my most recent pet peeves. It's if I'm sitting in a plane, and you know how you have to share an armrest with people? Every time I go in a plane, someone else takes the armrest from me. And I am always the first one there, and I will make a point to put my arm on that armrest first, but it's as soon as I take my arm off the armrest, suddenly it's gone. I just lost all rights to it. It's like, don't be that person. Don't sit next to me, and as soon as I take my armrest off for like a split second just to get my headphones or to get a book, and then just take it. I don't want you to take the armrest from me. I get it if you get it before me or whatever, but I hate it. I hate it. I hate it when people take up and get into my personal space, so.
I absolutely cannot stand it when people are whistling while I'm studying. You can sing a song, you can hum, just don't whistle. I don't know why, but that's the one that distracts me the most, and I can't focus when there are people whistling. Like, just stop.
I can't whistle, so.
Good.
Now this one is one that this one used to do to me all the time, but now that I've pointed it out to her, she knows not to do it. It's if you finish a text message with the triple dots. Dot, dot, dot. Whenever someone does that, it makes me think they're mad at them, and I overreact to everything, and it just gives off a bad vibe because you can't read body language, you can't see anything or hear tone of voice through text messages.
Yeah.
Emojis do things, but sometimes people put emojis sarcastically. So even with an emoji, it seems like, I don't know. And I always jump to the assumption that someone is mad at me when they do the triple dots.
I do the dot, dot, dot if I'm thinking, or if I'm brainstorming, or if I'm like, what do you think? Dot, dot, dot. And then when she told me that, now I've done that a couple times. I'm like, dot, 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 send. Wait, no, just kidding. I'm not mad. I'm just thinking, just, love you. This one, I've developed just from living with my family. Like, don't stand behind me and chew loudly. Like, I can't. Like, I'll have my mom come behind me and she's chewing her salad loudly, or peanuts loudly, or just something loudly. I'm like, can you not? No, just don't do that.
Also, going along with text messages, if someone takes forever to respond to my messages, that sounds really hypocritical of me because I don't do it anymore, but I used to take weeks to respond to some people, and it was awful. It was just because I just didn't like text messaging in general. I still don't, but yeah, I used to take weeks to respond because I was really new to text messaging and I really didn't like text messaging, but I've gotten so much better being in college now. I respond within the day now, before sundown specifically. If you text me after sundown, typically I won't respond, but in most cases I will, depending on who it is. But I hate it now when people take forever to respond. I have people who I text and they'll take weeks.
So next one, living with cystic fibrosis, if you haven't watched any of my videos,
go watch her videos so you can understand.
Yeah. Sometimes I don't feel so well, and it's not like a regular cold. Like you just don't feel well and you can't breathe very well. And I just get so aggravated when people are like, I know exactly how you feel. I have a cold right now. And I'm like, you did not know how I feel right now. Like, I know, like, you may have a little cold and such, but, like, you don't understand. Like, I'm having trouble breathing. I'm inhaling, like, 3 different medications. I'm like, don't you be telling me you know how I feel, because you don't know how I feel.
Another one of my pet peeves is when people don't cover their mouths when they cough or sneeze in public. That is just a common courtesy thing to do, just to be polite and to not spread your germs to everyone. If you're in your own private space though, and you're by yourself, then by all means, do it without covering your mouth. It's your own germs. And I mean, I know I sneeze without covering my mouth when I'm by myself because I like to hear that powerful, satisfying sneeze. But like, if I'm in public, I just can't do it. I just feel gross, and then other people feel gross. I was in LAX the other day, and I was standing in line ready to board my flight, and someone behind me, this old woman, she just stood there, and she sneezed, and I felt it.
Oh, I hate when that happens.
I felt it, and my face dropped. I was actually in a good mood because I was flying home and I was going to see my family. But I was kind of in that like airport mood because I was like, I just want to get on my flight. I just want to get home, you know. But she just made my whole experience a lot worse. Just the fact that happened. It's just a common and polite thing to do. Just cover your mouth, please. I don't want to get sick, and I don't. It's so gross.
Another one of my pet peeves is, okay, it's kind of hard to explain, but like, you know when you come down the escalator or the stairs, or you just walk outside the door and with a group of people, and then a couple people stop right in front of the escalator, right in front of the door, and you're like, really, there's more people coming, like, keep moving, like, that just annoys me so much. Or like when they like get down and they just like slow down, like, speed up, get out of the way, keep walking, do something, but don't just stand there, like,
Anyways, you guys, that does it all for today's video. Be sure to go check out the other half of this collab on Ashley's channel. We gave a very intense story time
Yes.
from 2 years ago, and
Yes.
she completely threw me under the bus in it.
I did.
So if you want to see my best friend trash me and then realize she was wrong, go to her channel and check out her video. Anyways, you guys, that is all I have for you today. If you liked my video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye! So I had this one teacher for 4 years of my high school career. 4 years! That is my entire high school career.
Don't be like,